Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Brandon. Welcome to Audio Addiction. If you are new here, thank you for watching. Thank you for clicking on the video. I've been documenting my journey through K-pop as a newbie, and I've been joined by my two lovely co-hosts, Alex and Therese. So come join us live on Twitch at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That is the best way to catch the full stream and all of the songs on our playlist. As well as that, this video will be broken up into a few different parts, and it will be all uploaded onto YouTube here. So feel free to check out the playlist down there. If you want to know when we're going live, the best way to check that out is our YouTube community tab. We post our schedule pretty frequently, so come hang out. If you can, come hang out on Twitch. I know some people live internationally, so hopefully you can watch these videos. And if you do want to watch the full video, come join us on Patreon. That will also be linked in the description. That will be the full video without any cuts. So if you want to sign up for that, be greatly appreciated, and we would appreciate the love as well too. But yeah, come join us live. Our next one is very soon, so we'd love to see you in chat if at all possible. So thank you for watching this video, and thank you to Army for showing up. You guys are awesome, and we hope to see you in a future deep dive. So enjoy the video, and catch you in the next one. Bye. We're moving on.
It's Jungkook time.
It's Jungkook time. Oh, let's go.
All right. I'll say Jungkook has been my bias for a while now. But, well, okay, not that long of a while. It's been my bias since he released his most recent album.
Ooh.
So I got so into it. It's so good. Like, I'll even talk, like, outside of K-pop. Like, it's just really good. And I don't want to spoil anything, but I was I was pretty, like, when I got into, when I say like into BTS, like pretty loosely, I was a J-Hope bias, I think, for like the longest time, and then I don't know, Jungkook got me this time around.
What's your alt group for the chat?
Oh,
do you have an alt group?
Yeah, let us know. Also,
no,
Cabbage.
I was asking Alex.
Oh, you're asking me? My old group? I don't know. It's hard. Pixie?
You've said Pixie before? Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think it's Pixie, right?
It's been historically Pixie, but I'm nervous about their future, so I try not to name drop them, and we'll see. Fingers crossed. I don't know. It changes all the time, though. So yeah, I don't know.
Understandable.
True.
BTS has been my ult since I found them, I guess. But okay, Jungkook. He is the maknae, Jungkook, from Busan. I have it in my notes. He's rather mischievous. It's important to know. I don't know. I put it in my notes. He was very young when he was recruited. He was only in middle school, but he was famously brought on by Big Hit Entertainment in 2011 at one of the auditions for Superstar K3. So they do like big auditions that all companies can go to try and hire people, and he was in one of those. Jungkook had already received business cards from 7 different entertainment companies during the auditions, but quoting from the book, quoting from Jungkook, he said, "I thought, wow, I want to be there too, because I'd come here because of Rap Monster. Kyung's rap was great, and his English was so impressive. I said, this is where I'll go."
Oh my god.
RM Stan, Jungkook. He's well known for his stable vocals, beautiful vocals. Charlie Puth has gushed over them multiple times. But he's also an excellent dancer. And I couldn't find the source for this, but I remember learning that Jungkook was like a stiff performer at first. Like he could do the dances, but it didn't have too much personality until they sent him off to train in America on his own. So correct me on that. I don't remember where I heard it. So yeah. That's all I really had on him. I feel like he's gonna blow you away.
Probably will.
Song that we're getting into is Euphoria. This is off of the same album as Epiphany, and it's It might be from the same concert or the same concert series. I don't know.
Okay.
But live performance sounds exactly like studio version. That's what you can
That's crazy. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Except for the ad-libs, because there's ad-libs.
I heard ad-libs. I love ad-libs. All right, cool. Well, let's rock then. Very excited. Euphoria.
모르겠어 이 감정이 뭔지 혹시 여기서 꿈속인 건지 꿈은 삶에게 푸른 신기루 난 깊은 곳에 아프리오리 숨이 막힐 듯이 행복해져 주변이 점점 더 투명해져 저기 멀리서 바다가 들려 꿈을 건너서 숲을 너머로 선명해지는 그곳으로 가 You are the cause of my euphoria 지워진 꿈을 찾아 헤맸을까 운명 같은 하나말과 달라 아픈 너의 눈빛이 내외 같은 곳을 보는 걸 When you place the dreams yeah 꿈을 건너서 숲을 너머로
Oh my god.
Crazy for that.
Oh my god.
Nope.
A little crazy. What? Oh man.
Gets off to dance.
Just casually, yeah. All right, cool. That was Euphoria by
Man's
Jungkook.
walking around and dancing like he didn't just fly 100 feet over a whole stadium of people. It's crazy.
Oh. Yeah. I remember now why I put it in my notes that he is mischievous.
I don't think that's
He is-
mischievous. That's like
Well, it was along the lines of like he's an adrenaline seeker. He kind of takes all of the risks. There was a behind video of him filming the 7 music video, and they were trying to put like cords on him to keep him from falling off the train while it was raining, and he was dancing on top of it or whatever. And he was like, "Why do I need to wear this?"
I like when he was getting into that high note and they were raising him up again, and it was like he was hitting the high note and just like going straight towards the heavens.
yeah.
And, like lifted up. And I was like,
Yeah. They knew
The
what they were
sky
doing.
started to open up. There's just a ray of sunshine that just
Yeah.
blasts down. We're like, wow, great. Oh my god. Well, other than just the crazy amount of showmanship that Jungkook has, his vocals just seem super effortless. Like I just watched him like ad lib. He was hitting crazy high notes. It was just like, man, I'm not even breaking a sweat. I'm just, just another day being Jungkook kind of a thing. And I respect that level of confidence that you must have in order to do that. So, yeah, what a flawless performance. I wouldn't even if I had closed my eyes and I didn't hear a crowd, I would just assume this was just a studio performance.
Yeah.
And also his stability flying around. He was just
Yeah.
like his crazy.
Well, he was just standing there. What is
that's
he doing?
well, that's what I was sort of gonna get at. I was like, he really didn't miss a note, but like my heart rate would be going crazy, like
yeah.
being up there, and then like
Yeah,
just
for sure.
like it's enough being in that stadium with all those people, and then you have to fly above them, and I don't know, everyone's looking like ants down there, and you have to like try to keep pitch. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just he's got such a good voice. It solidifies my everything we listen to from Jungkook is just gonna solidify my bias, I think. He's also just he's such a charismatic guy. Just like he looks confident all the time, and just like the eye contact and like the way he like interacts with the camera and like the dancers and stuff. It's just, very does a really good job of selling the performance.
Agreed.
I think is the best way I can put it.
Therese, your thoughts?
I've listened to this song so many fucking times. I really wanted to learn the Korean lyrics to this song so I could try singing it myself. And that was when I learned that Korean was hard, and I don't want to learn Korean. I was literally over here
God.
like, how many vowels? And I couldn't tell them apart. And I think I've gotten better at understanding Korean, but I still have like it. I don't want to try to pronounce the words myself, but I really wish I could sing this song because it's one of those songs that it just like inspires you immediately, and it takes your heart on a roller coaster ride. You're flying up there with Jungkook.
Not literally,
it's definitely
though.
one. I mean,
Yeah, hey, maybe.
I go up there.
Yeah,
If
just-
he was up there, I
say-
go up there.
hey, yeah, same. Facts.
But I think it's also one of the well-produced songs that did very well as its own song, even though it was a part of the full album. It's a bit more westernized, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think Jungkook does pop very well. I mean, he's proved that to us with Golden. And I'm looking at some of the credits. We've got Adora on here. We got to talk about Adora more. She's amazing. She usually does some like backing vocals on tracks too. She
Ooh.
also debuted herself. So we got to put her on the wheel. I think I
Hey.
had her on there.
Let's
and
go.
then I was like, oh no, the wheel's too big. We'll get into her later. and RM is on here, Supreme Boy, Bang PD. I think Candace Nicole Sosa, she has a TikTok account because I remember something going viral where she was like, I wrote Euphoria, and she actually provides a lot more information on writing the song.
Oh, sick.
So there's a lot of really good, DJ Swivel, I think someone mentioned, a lot of really good writers on here, and I think it's one of those tracks that is so good because they had so many songwriters on it. Like we love that over in this channel. We love when there's a ton of people on on the credit list. But this was the first time that I've heard this like little guitar melody going on in the pre-chorus. So I guess I'm not listening deeply enough. I need to listen another 5,000 more times.
Hey, that's not a problem. Yeah.
But I did really enjoy, as a fan of you, Brandon, watching your reaction, because I saw you go through it when he hit that high note. You were like, fuck, this guy exists.
I was like, damn. Well, this is gonna be harder than I thought. Man, bias choices are difficult.
I fully get it.
Oh my god. Well, I think it's crazy. So I know you gave a little bit of backstory on Jungkook, so I'll give a little backstory on me. So I am adopted, but I was born in Korea, and I was also born in Busan, and my Korean name is very close to Jungkook's Korean name.
Yeah.
So I feel like in another life I could have been Jungkook, but I am doing YouTube. So
I don't know. You heard those vocals, man. You think you could be doing that?
No, I don't think I could. No. God could only bless one of us, and it was Jungkook, so I'll take it.
Oh, you did the next best thing.
Yeah, I get to critique Jungkook. Yeah. So, oh my god, very cool. Well, big salutes. Oh, Jimin's also from Busan. Okay, cool. Well,
yes.
Jimin's moving up on my list now.
Oh yeah.
You can have. That's true. I can, but imagine being Jungkook though. Whew. Jesus. Kind of be a flex, yeah. All right, awesome. Well, we're gonna move on to the next one, which is Standing Next to You.
And you've actually heard this.
I have
before,
heard this song.
You haven't watched the performance?
I have not watched the performance, so I'm ready to just like be even more floored by Jungkook. Yeah. So, yeah. All right, let's get into it.
On this funk and give me miracles. Making know how we love to ride is something we control. Screaming I testify this loving. Screaming I testify that we'll survive the test of time. They can't deny our love. They can't divide us. We'll survive the test of time. I promise I'll be right here. Standing next to you. Standing in the fire next to you. Oh, you know it's deeper than the rain. It's deeper than the pain. When it's deep like DNA, something they can take away. Hey, tick, 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 tick off.
Oh, what a clean transition. Oh.
They can't divide us, we'll
Oh. Oh my god. All right.
Oh my gosh.
That was a god tier track that was standing next to you from Jungkook if you're, just scrolling on Twitch now watching this.
Oh, I actually want to go first.
God tier.
I was one of the army that wasn't a huge fan of Jungkook's Golden album. And my reasoning being, I listen to a lot of BTS music. I like a lot of BTS music. I don't love every song, so it's fine. But this is not the same sound that BTS usually does or produces. And I'm not a fan of pop, or I wasn't a fan of this kind of pop at the time. And I really like all of the very heartfelt Korean releases they do. Dynamite and Butter are so fun, so good, but I love their Korean releases. So when people just started learning about BTS through Dynamite and Butter, and then continued to learn about them through Jungkook's album, I felt like I wasn't being heard, because I was like, you need to check out their other stuff. I think you'll really like it. And everyone's like, well, that's in Korean. And I'm like, yes. Yeah, can't change that. So I was pretty critical of the album. There were some songs I really liked. This song I liked the most, by far. But I hadn't listened to them a lot because I didn't want to listen to the album. And I think that's fine. I don't think fans have to love every single release that their favorites do.
Sure.
But I realize I have not given this song enough spins as we were listening through it. I was like, I don't think I've ever listened to this with headphones on. It's a completely different experience.
Oh.
And it's so good. Oh my god. Every note, every beat, everything is perfect. His vocals, I already knew they were perfect. This is not news to me. Why am I still so surprised? Everything is amazing. And this is a particular sound that I have felt very connected to in the past year. I started listening to a lot of late 60s, like early 70s music with like Marvin Gaye, the Commodores, purely because I was getting kind of tired of the same old music. That was until every single pop artist and K-pop artist released songs this past 3 months. But this is the kind of sound from the 80s, because I realized this is like Michael Jackson inspired, that hadn't been done enough in pop for me. So I'm like, finally, we're getting to the stuff that I want to get into, or like we're taking inspiration from other areas than the synthwave. Because as great as synthwave is, as much as I like Neutro, this is so substantial with all the instruments, and I couldn't even take notes while I was listening because it was too much to write down. I was like, I love the bass, I love the guitar, I don't know if it was a flute, but the little like high notes in the background.
That's probably a flute, yeah.
It's so jazzy, it's so funky. I love this music. I love music. So
Don't say.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right. I want to go next. Cause I'm gonna. Me and Therese are gonna be opposite for this.
Oh.
Opposite, like to an extent. I think we largely agree, but where I think me and Therese differ is, I'm a big pop fan. Like Western pop, whatever, US pop, like normal pop. So while I'm also like a huge K-pop fan and I listen to both probably pretty equally, I tend to, I think, gravitate towards things that are like in my comfort wheelhouse a little bit more. So when I heard some singles coming off of this song and they sounded so like easily digestible and like stuff that I'm more familiar listening to, because I have like my K-pop that I go to typically for that K-pop sound. Or I go to K-pop for, I don't know, crazier production, bigger, flashier, wacky stuff sometimes. It's not all like that, but generally, I'm speaking very generally. So when I started hearing some of Jungkook's singles off of Golden coming out, I was like, oh, this is so different. And you know, me not really being familiar with too many of the solo members' releases, I was like really captivated, I think, by this song in particular, just because of like that, like how Therese described, like the older set, that big band, funk, jazz inspired, huge band sound that is just like, it is such a flawless instrumental, and he does such a good job of like, him and the instrumental do such a good job of complementing each other, I think, and each getting their moments to kind of outshine each other back and forth in the song a little bit. I think it's really fun, and I think it makes for a really solid performance. This is my favorite song when he did his pop-up Times Square performance. Shortly after this came out, he had these same dancers with him for that, and it was just such a good performance. So I don't know what else we're listening to. I don't remember if we're listening to anything else off of Golden, but Brandon, I'm sure everyone in chat has already heard it, but Brandon should definitely go listen to Golden after we're done this as a whole, because it is such a good pop album. And that's like I think that's the way to describe it. I don't really know if anyone has like if there's a specific way that he was promoting it or describing it, but I really think it is just a Western pop album by Jungkook. It is really solid if you're a fan of that. And I know, Brandon, I think you're into some, you know, you like Dua Lipa and some Western pop stuff. So
I do. I kind of am all over the place. I guess I'll lay out my background since I don't feel like we have a lot of new chatters. So I come from like metalcore, like post-hardcore, like a lot of heavy music, and that was a primary reason why I started doing this, because Alex and I had met through metal music in the metal community, and we met Therese not much later after that, you know, starting the series and stuff. Not from the metal community. We did not meet Therese from metal community, but
although I get it.
But yeah, now Therese gets it. But yeah, no, and so it's been kind of an interesting test, at least for me, to like listen to a different genre. And obviously over the years, more currently, I would say probably over like the past 5 years, we've been getting more into like pop music and like not being as that elitist metalhead that's just like, oh, like pop music, you know. So it's been a really cool test of like opening up my musical palette and trying to pick out that sort of stuff. But I thought this was awesome. This, again, as both Therese and Alex mentioned, does have like the big band, like a lot of like horn sections. Like I think the way that the song is produced, like I think if you took Jungkook out of it, it seems like a song that would fit well within that time period of when, you know, like the 70s released. So I absolutely love that element of it. But I think Jungkook just takes it to another level. And obviously I have not seen the choreo version of this song, but I've ironically enough was listening to the song today because it came up on my like playlist, K-pop playlist that it generates for me. And I can't get over how good this is. Like anytime this comes on, I just get like a big grin and just have like a good time just jamming out to the song. I think it just works super well for his style. I think it allows him to kind of like do really solid vocals, but at the same time I think it's also great because it allows him to just kind of flex. There's definitely some like ad-lib parts, there's like some cool like overdubs that I think he really does a great job of, and I think if you are just like somebody who listens to something on the radio and that's your thing, like you would think this is a great song, but like I will say I think it extends even further for people who really kind of like listen to music intently, because there's a lot of like cool nuances, things that I think if you are a singer or want to become a singer, I think there's a lot of cool talented things that obviously Jungkook excels at, and I think this song does a really great job of representing that. So definitely stoked to check it out. I think the only other song that I've probably heard is Seven, I'm pretty sure. And
That makes
almost
sense.
I think that has been on this is on the same album, but I love that one. So I feel like I'm curious to check out the rest of the songs off of Golden, but I know I have listened to at least this one and Seven. So
And I love grown up Jungkook with all his tattoos and his lip ring and stuff. Represent.
It
Hell
is
yeah.
kind of hard for me to accept grown up Jungkook because I knew him as the youngest. And he was always the baby.
Not anymore.
It's like watching your younger brother grow up. It's really odd.
It's like got to be the same feeling that parents have when like
Yeah.
they raise a kid their whole life and their kid comes home with like a full tattoo sleeve.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, no, honey, what did you do?
I mean, I thought it was cute when he was just doing like a few things on his hands. I'm like,
Oh
yeah,
my
that's cool. And then like it just
full
it
half
spread.
sleeve.
It spread. But yeah, I saw, or you guys were talking about your pop favorites. I also love Dua Lipa. I said I wasn't a big fan of pop, but it was truly like getting burnt out on the same old, same old. I've talked about how much I love Willow. I don't know if she's pop.
Oh
but,
yeah, Willow's sick. Yeah.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
Been paying attention to her for a
Sabrina
while.
Carpenter.
And
She's
I've also
great.
been checking out Chapel Roan. I think
Ooh, yeah.
she has a really great place in pop right now. Anyway, I saw a comment from Youthful, like I mentioned Butter and Dynamite, but no one talks about Permission to Dance. I'm sorry. You're right. We need to talk about it more. It's another good English track. And then Gunky said that Permission to Dance was their favorite, and also that this was the first song they recognized from BTS month.
Wow. Oh, nice.
I feel successful that I'm able to show you so much new BTS.
Wow.
This is awesome.
Cool.
Also give a shout out. I found this is completely off tangent, but shout outs to this artist called Soul, SOLE. If you like K-R&B.
Oh.
Awesome. I loved her. Yeah, I loved her album of 2022 called Imagine Club. If you have a chance to go give that a listen. Shout outs to Soul. She's great. Love her.
Yeah. I think Permission to Dance suffered from post-concert depression. Honestly, because it was a song they would play at the end of the concert, and then it would just loop the instrumental. And you're like, oh, I gotta go home now.
All right, cool. Well, hopefully y'all like her. She's sick.
Yeah, shout out Soul.
Yeah, shout out Soul. All right. Keeping it moving here. All right. Thank you for watching. The series isn't over. If you check the link on the screen right now, it will take you to the next video in the series. So come join us for that. As well as that, if you want to come join us live on Twitch, we do those every other Monday and every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So come join us. There's going to be a link in the description to go check that out. But thank you for watching, and go check out the next part. See you soon.